Well, a lawsuit has been filed today against airport officials in Pennsylvania and the FBI for detaining a passenger for hours. So what was the passenger up to? Well, RT's Anastasia Churkina joins us live from New York City to sort it all out. So, Anastasia, what was going on with this case?
Well, Priya, apparently now passengers can get in trouble at U.S. airports for simply studying a foreign language. What we have going on is the American Civil Liberties Union has filed a lawsuit today against the Transportation Security Authority and the FBI on behalf of a Californian physics student who was detained, handcuffed, and interrogated at a Philadelphia airport for up to 5 hours. This student, Nick George, was basically detained because he was studying Arabic at university. He had a set of flashcards with him with Arabic and English vocabulary that he was using to improve his language skills. And apparently airport officials thought this was questionable. Let's take a listen to what the student has to say about why these flashcards became a cause for concern.
So I emptied my pockets of everything non-metal that I hadn't already given out, which included a set of Arabic flashcards. Just simple word in English on one side, word in Arabic on the other side, which I was using to study. The vast majority of the flashcards had words like graduate or adjectives like, I don't know, funny, or things like the verb to smile. First she asked me how I felt about
Well, this student was held for several hours, and he was questioned about the events of 9/11. They were asking him whether or not who he thinks was behind it. They were asking him about what language Osama bin Laden spoke, and now the American Civil Liberties Union is suing the TSA, saying that basically they were harassing an innocent traveler. This was in breach of the U.S. Constitution and pretty much a waste of time because hundreds of millions of people all over the globe speak Arabic.
Wow, well, maybe they thought he had the answer to some of those questions on his flashcards or something. But seriously, I mean, this isn't the only controversial case involving the TSA. Have you heard of other cases like this one that's happened since the attempted Christmas Day bombing?
Well, Priya, you know, ever since the attempted Christmas Day bombing, it really seems like airport officials haven't been shy to come up with more and more surprises for their travelers. In one of the latest incidents at one of the country's biggest airports, Newark Airport in New Jersey, thousands of people were evacuated and stranded at the airport for hours because one man was detected going into the security checkpoint the wrong way by airport cameras. And later it turned out that this was a love-struck Chinese student who ducked under the security ribbon to kiss his girlfriend goodbye, who was leaving to California. And now this Chinese student has been faced with a crazy ordeal, a lawsuit filed against him. He has been able to possibly face up to 30 days in jail or a fine of $500. Let's take a listen to what his lawyer had to say about the whole story.
All Hai San Zhang wanted to do is kiss his girlfriend goodbye one last time at the airport. He never meant to disrupt any flights. He never intended to inconvenience anyone. And he certainly poses no threat to national security.
Well, another case of ethnic profile has really sparked a lot of controversy recently when a Jewish young man on an airplane put on tefillin. This is several small leather boxes with prayer that are used for prayers. He wanted to carry out his morning prayer. The flight attendants saw this, freaked out, and the airplane was landed so this young man could be questioned. And of course, we're all familiar with the story of the 8-year-old boy, Michael Hicks, whose family and himself have been going through repeated frisking and security checks. Every time he goes through the airport, they have been held for hours since he was 2 years old because he happens to have the same name that a person in the security's watch list has. And because of the publicity and media frenzy that this boy has been getting with his family, some are saying the real person who is wanted must have probably changed his name up to 1 million times throughout these last couple of years.
Interesting to see what the TSA does in the name of security. Anastasia joining us live from our New York studios.